Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Jelly is Sticky, where I'm recording episodes back to back. We've got half this coconut solved. Let's see if we can do the other half. Manipulate. I'm a piece of grape jelly. I need to get some strawberries over there, but I can only apply action at a distance. So I am going to have to carefully try to shear this delicious jam by doing things and stuff. Once I push that in there, there's no way to ever get it back out. So that has to be a last push over here on the bottom, it feels like, or something along those lines. So let's reset the puzzle with that in mind. If I do this, it will push the whole piece over, which means it's not already too late, because I could do this. And actually, if I were to do that and like do some shearing here, this is probably bad because it's probably irrecoverable. No, right, it's going to actually shear the jelly, not the jam. No, that's a good thing because it means I can do this and then I can walk back around and squeeze the jam in like that. Okay. Great. Puzzle down just that quick. Great way to start an episode. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. We'll probably sit here and then need a bunch of decorations on the outside. No, that's never going to work. I need to expand again. Yeah, I need to get holes around me. Right. I remember doing something like this, and it was because of the feet that I could expand the hole on the inside. However, now I'm not sure that I can do the same thing here, or can I? I'm not sure that this shape is expandable again. Let's just kind of try some stuff and see what happens. I mean, I can do that. And then I guess I could, from here, do that. That doesn't seem to be doing what I wanted to do. That definitely doesn't feel good. Okay, I feel like I've already done something wrong. Let's try to instead do something right. Suppose I did this and this. Is there a way to get this corner out? I'm not sure that there is. So the problem is I can't like separate these guys to be out the size that I want them to be. Do I need all of these? I didn't really count at the beginning. Also, I could do that. That's interesting. Is this kind of what I did before? It might be kind of what I did before. Yeah, that part's not good. How many more do I need? I have 4 that are unused, and there's 2 up there, and I need all 6. Okay, so I do need to make a complete 5x5. So I do need to expand the holes. And the issue is... oops. Oh, here's a 5 wide. So this part is right for that. But now I need to be able to push the top up, so I need 2 that are 5 apart to the north. Could I have ever had 2 that are 5 apart to the north, or can I like somehow... I might be able to somehow... Yeah, okay. I think I might see it. Suppose I do this. And I'm not sure that it matters, so suppose I do this. There's my 5 apart to the north. So now I have access to that. However, 1 is to the north and 1 is to the south, and that's no good. So what I actually needed to do, what I actually needed to do is leave that one there. I think this will work. Expand this way. Carefully maneuver around here. Get this guy stuck on the north end of me. Get this guy stuck as the other foot at the north end of me. And now I've got my 5 I did it. I solved the puzzle. I am a genius. La 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 la. Okay. Why is this not super easy? Because of that. Okay. So all I need to do is get all of the grape pushing over there to the left, like 4 of them. And 3 grapes over there is super easy, but the 4th is going to be difficult. So I could do this. Oh, that's enough. 3 grapes is all I needed. Hooray! Okay, well, that means I can solve the coconut bit. So let's solve the coconut bit. And then we can come back and solve the rest of these puzzles. Success! Neat. So back inside. Let's solve the rest of these guys. I need to... These feel like the ones that are going to be difficult. But I can use the grape as a shearing mechanism. No, yeah, this looks like it might actually be really easy. So here's what I am witnessing with my eyeballs. If I stack the grape like this, then it's easy for me to shear off those 2. I can use my eyeballs to get over to those other 2 at the left at the end. And so it seems like the only thing I need to do is move these other guys. Oh, the only thing I need to do is move these other guys. These other guys are non-trivial. Because I need to have a... Oh, I need to use a piece of grape. I could still do that. Right? I think I can still do that. Suppose that I went ahead and grabbed this bit of grape, which I can do without touching the strawberry. And also, can I, like, pull these off one at a time? Yeah. Pull that off one at a time. Shove it in there. And then cap it off with some grape. And then could I not do the same process over here? Shear that off. Oops. Shear that off. Go grab a grape to cap it off. Yeah, okay, I had the right insight. And the puzzle was just that easy. Fantabulous. Let's check out. Rotate one more time. We have an I-beam that needs to become a different I-beam. All right. So we're going to do some shearing. I do not want to get it stuck into a place where I cannot push it in the various directions I need to push it, so be careful. How am I going to shear off that bottom bit? Is a question one might ask. Or does doing this help at all? I think no. I think now I can never solve the puzzle. Is there a way to slice this piece into 2 distinct pieces that I can work on individually? Not super easily. So that seems like a good start. At this point, now I kind of have 2 individual pieces, but they're going to get stuck together again. Is there any way to do another slice right now, or... Suppose I... Well, if I do this... Yeah, that's just stuck. Like, it feels like... Is there any way that this could be the first move? I would still be able to drag that down, but the only way I could drag it down... Actually, no. Yeah, I can't. Okay. So it feels like that has to be the first move. After that, it feels like this is the only available move. What if now I do that? That's pretty much what I did before. Could I instead... Oh, what if I do this? The problem is this is now stuck against the north wall. So that's no good skis. So it does feel like that's likely to be the next move. Which means it does feel like that's likely to be the next move. But now I'm kind of out of moves. Because if I move this to the right, then I'm going to have two bits of red that feel like they're forever pinned against the wall. Is that true? Yeah, I don't have any angle to push them back, so that doesn't seem good. And I can't push up from here, and if I push down from here, the whole thing goes, so I can't, like, shear this farther down. I could push this to the left and make a T-piece. Okay, this is something I have not played around with, and now I have more... Yeah, now I have more pushability angles to be clever. And so I could leave that there as something that I'm going to come back to later, and then try to solve the rest of it with this, like that. If I were north of all the pieces right now, that would solve it. And I could be north of all the pieces right now if I were to have left this here for the moment, push this down to the south, now push this to the north, shear that bit off, and then push these down. Great. Okay, felt good about that. What do we got over here? Sort. So the key is to not get the strawberries stuck to one another, which is patently impossible. No, it is possible. It's ugly. No, it's impossible, right? Is there a way that I can ever shear these strawberries back off? I'm just curious. Yes. 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 So, this could go down here. This could go down here. This could go down... Oh. Why did that happen? I see. Okay, that is ugly. Is there a way to not have that happen? Let's reset the puzzle again and just try to imagine different ways that this, well... Let's do this. Let's imagine that this might somehow be a good start. Because at this point, let's ignore the rest. The top row is good. Now that row's good. Now that row's good. Now that row's good. Now that row's good. So all those things are good. So is there like a similar way that I can like work the rest? Or at this point I might be able to like tease apart the puzzle. Like I can get another grape over here and I can get both of these pieces out. So maybe at this point, oops, I did not mean to do that. Maybe at this point I can just push some individual squares and get to the rest. I'm not sure yet, but we'll give it a quick try. Are there any other strawberries that can be removed successfully? Yes, this one. I have a feeling this is about to end though, so sure, I got the strawberry out. Are there any more strawberries I could get out right now? There is. There's the... No, that one doesn't come out quite as easily. Yeah, I don't think any of the other strawberries come out as easily. So that feels to me like if there is a solution to the rest of the puzzle, it's going to once again involve piecing together a big bit that's going to look ugly and then all of a sudden just kind of work out. That's too far to the south. That's too far something. How do I think the rest of this is going to work? So I managed to untangle them by pushing them against the right wall. The problem is I no longer have the right wall to use. Or I kind of do. If I just pushed everybody to the south and then pushed them to the right, that would kind of solve the puzzle. So what if I just push everybody to the south? The problem is I'm bringing some of them to the south more. So what if I push them to the south this way? It's okay. It's not okay. So the problem is they're not all going to come at the same time, and I need them to kind of all come at the same time. And so the way to make that happen, if I push this one, I can solve the grape at the bottom. And then if I push this one, no, because now I'd be pushing to the right, and that's not going to solve anything. Okay, so that's not what I want to do. I need to push them horizontally. Okay, let's push them horizontally. From the top. This might be good, even though it doesn't look very good. Yeah, this might be good, even though it doesn't look very good, because from here, all of those are correct. And so, can I just do a similar thing? What did I just do? I pushed this way, I think? Yeah, so this doesn't look good, but it's about to look good. Yeah, okay. I think we're doing it. I think doing it is the thing that we are. Boom, shakalaka, shakaboom. Okay. There's probably a more elegant way to do that, but I found a way that worked, and I was using reasoning, so I don't feel bad about my solution. Here is a puzzle entitled Grip. I have no useful grip. How would I get grip? I guess I could push you to the side and do this, and now I am starting to develop grip. And then I could push you to the other side and do, oops, and do this. And then I'm starting to develop more grip, question mark? This is not necessarily the type of grip that I want to have. I would prefer to have a different grip. Can I get a different grip? Can I do this now? And this? I can still get on the other side of you, so from here... I don't know what I'm doing. Can I use you to my advantage? Haha! To do that. And develop some new type of grip. I eventually want to have something jutting out to the north of me. How would I make that happen? If I do this, I mean, that's interesting looking. Yeah, actually, and if I do this, I think I can get you. Because, from here, or no, from here, I can't go up. Can I shear off this top bit? I can. And yeah, okay. I did it. Not sure exactly. Oh, was that bad? That was bad. Let's undo that move. Let's just from here grab you and bring you to your final resting point. Okay. I did a thing. We were making progress. There is one puzzle remaining, entitled Strawberry Wall. Unsurprisingly, there is a wall of strawberries. So it's not just a clever name. How do I imagine this puzzle's going to go? Okay, let's just start with kind of the quote-unquote obvious thing, which is if I make a handle, then I am capable of lifting the wall. Great. I need to be to the south of it. How would we ever arrive at that solution? I suppose maybe if I have constructed a barrier of sorts, and then I push up and push up again, I will start slicing the strawberry in weird positions that might work in my favor. Like, it feels like I'm doing something here, but I'm also kind of entrapping myself in this little airspace. Oh, hold on. I have solved it. The airspaces have become connected. Great. I witnessed it with my eyeballs. Okay, that's everything in there. And so if I back out to here, that is now 10 of 10 solved. All right, which means we can move on to the coconut section. Hello, coconuts. Coco's difficult. All right, once again, let's just start from the top. Coconut Cave. Without thinking too hard, let's just try doing some obvious-ish stuff. How am I going to get coconut in the very bottom right? That appears to be the big problem. Okay, how am I going to get coconut in the very bottom right? The rest of the puzzle doesn't seem so bad. That part seems bad. I suppose I could push this out of the way and get over in here, and then I'm actually, like, in here. So, like, I could walk in here, but I wouldn't be able to get back out if I were surrounded by coconut. However, I did not want to push that up, I don't believe. If I did this, I still don't see how I'm ever going to get coconut here, because there's already something above me here. Okay, so let's start again. Is there a way... Also, I note that I am the only one who could ever get in here, so I'm going to have to end up resting there at the end of the puzzle, so far as I can tell. Okay, here is another observation. I might be able to get into this and start pushing some stuff back to the left. How would I do that? That's not going to do it. Let's see, how would I do that? If I push this down from the outset, I can't get in there. I can get into this position here, which means I can push some stuff back to the left, but I can't push it to the left now because there's nothing there. Suppose I push one of these down and push this over. Like, there's still... How am I ever getting anything here? I have to push it from the north. So, that means, using the mouse cursor, I need to be here and have something to the south that I can push down there. So that appears to be the major goal of the puzzle. In order to create the most space, let's move some coconut... Oh, yeah, I can cycle coconuts around, maybe. How can I get into that space? Because if I do this, it's kind of clogged up. I need to get into that bottom right space. Can I... Oh, I can even do this. That's a safe move. Can I, like, cycle these around somehow? Yes. Because I can do this. And this. Except for that is occupying the space that I need to occupy eventually, so I can't do that. So don't do that. I could do this. This is more interesting. Because then I could do the... no, that's to the right of me is where I need to be. And somebody else is there instead. Okay, from the outset. If this goes down, it's stuck. So I need to free up some space. It seems like the free space area is kind of over here. But the problem is I can't push any others out to get in there now. What if I had pushed these in farther? The ones in the bottom? Oops. Like, can this help me somehow? No, because I can't like get below these and push them up or anything. There are not a lot of elements here to interact with. Also, this puzzle is kind of twice as large as it needed to be. Since everything is on 2x2 grid squares. But that's fine. So. What if I failed to see with my eyeballs? Actually, I'm seeing it all with my eyeballs just fine. It's my brain that is failing to see something. Alright, here's something I have not tried. If I do this and this, I don't think it's good, but... yeah, because this has already become occupied, and so I'm never going to be able to get something down here. Is that true? I'm pretty sure that's true. So I need to somehow only push 2 things to the right in this row. But it starts out with 4 of them there. And I just don't see a way. To get any more of them out. Because I need to be in that right-hand side air gap. And there's just no way for me to do that other than this, which already... like, I'm pretty sure this is a losing position, but maybe I'm wrong. Is there some other way that I could get something here? I can't push it from left to right. I can only push it from north to south, which means I would have to be standing there to the north. It's a 2x2 instead of a 1x1. It is possible for me to push from an angle like this, and so maybe that actually is the puzzle. That is totally the puzzle. Something like I would be pushing to the left, like I can't do it here because there's another one being blocked, but I'm going to be pushing one to the right like that. That's totally what's going on. Okay, I think I've had the key insight, and I'm glad that I was just kind of talking willy-nilly about it being 2x2 instead of 1x1, because I did not realize that that was going to be an essential mechanism, but I believe that's going to be an essential mechanism. So suppose... actually... I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing here. This has not helped me. And I still haven't used my new insight. Okay, so where am I applying my new insight? It is difficult to apply, because it's difficult to get to where I could be pushing 2 blocks at once. But yeah, what I'm imagining now is imagine that there is a block here on these 4. It could be pushed right or down, and it could be pushed down from the left-hand side, which means which means That's the answer. It is possible to have all three of these occupied and still solve the puzzle, because if it were only halfway pushed over here, I could still push down on it. And so actually this is going to be easy. So basically, this is not a failure state. And the reason this is not a failure state is because I can push this halfway here and then down if this one on the left were not in the way. So all I need to do is somehow get only one block over here. So how do I separate these two guys? How indeed do I separate these two guys? I'm not sure about that just yet, but I imagine it is possible. I choose to have such imagination. Also, I'm having new brainstorms, which is good. Suppose I push one of these down here. Push this over to the right. Push this down one. And now push it over one, and now push it down one. No, other way. It needs to go... Oh, it can't go over one and down one. The guy on top can push it down. And then... someone else will be able to push it over, I think. So if this guy pushes it all the way down into place... No, no one else can push it over. Okay. From here, someone else can push it over. Not anymore. From here, someone else can push it over. But then no one's pushing it down. Okay. We're getting so close. We've captured the essence of the puzzle. Maybe while it was still only on one of these axes halfway. No, I feel like I do need both of them. Oh, we're so close. If this goes here, it's never going down. If this goes here, it's never going right. I can't push both down and right at the same time. So there is still a snag. Let's back up because I feel like the snag may have happened earlier. So from this position, what about this? That's an interesting move because it enables me to do this. It's still legal to push it right, but then would I ever be able to push it down? Let's find out. I can't push it down, but I could push it up, perhaps. Except I don't think I can ever get the leverage to do that, but let's just, yeah, I think everything is kind of stuck over in here now. Back when I was here... I like all the ideas I'm playing around with. Okay, here's another idea. Suppose I push this one like that and push this one here. Oh, then it can't go halfway to the right. Yeah. And if I push this one here, then it also can't go to the right. And is there any way that I could have only pushed one of these two at a time downward? I don't think so. Okay. We're having brainstorms. We're almost there. Is it possible that this is the beginning of the puzzle? No, because it can't go to the right. Is it possible that this is the beginning of the puzzle? Or even that this is the beginning of the puzzle? I don't think so. Yeah, I really don't think so. I'm going to play around with it for a moment, just in case. Does enable me to get over here, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I don't think that that's it. This really does feel good, like the fact that all this space exists, so like feels like it's here for the express purpose of kind of doing that. I think I see something from here. What if I pack these like this, push this one to the right, and then use this one as leverage to push both of those down at the same time? Ha ha! Ha ha! And once again I say, ha ha. I have done it. I have solved the coconut cave. Okay. That one felt really good. I enjoyed that puzzle a lot. I feel like I may be pressing my luck to try another puzzle, but I'm going to try another puzzle. 6 white horses. I see them. What is the gist here? It feels like... Oh. Feels like, therefore, the puzzle is impossible. I mean, I can get in here and do what? I would somehow be trying to push the grape through all of this and then move things back and forth. Yeah, so I want to do something along those lines, except for bring the grape jelly with me. Okay. The grape is pinned to the bottom. The grape is pinned to the bottom. So what I actually need to do is lift some of the horses along the way, which does look like it is possible. For example, oops, I'm not sure that I wanted to push that. Here, I have lifted a horse. However, the grape is still in a pretty bad spot. I don't believe I can get to the left of it at this point, and I don't think I could lift the horse any higher. Could I lift the horse any higher? Fairly certain I could not right now, and could I have ever done it before? Maybe. I could, but at the sacrificing the entire rest of the puzzle, it looks like. And even then, it seems like I can't. Okay. There is still something I don't understand about this puzzle. Let's try to discover that something. It feels like I need to start somewhere along these lines. I note that if I could move the top down or the bottom up, they would kind of fit together and leave an entire row unfilled. So that's noteworthy. Okay, so maybe that's the gist then? So maybe I just need to move each piece individually over so that I can reach the bottom right square and then make that move I just described, namely this move. However, oh no, I can then pull, oops, I can then pull all of this to the right, and that gives me the ability to walk around the grape jelly so that I can then push it from left to right. Okay, that was good. I'm pleased with that result. These puzzles are difficult. I'm stretching. because I'm tired. I've been sitting in a chair for too long. Yeah, but I'm enjoying them. And let's see actually what our total progress is. If I go all the way back out to the main menu. 219 of 314. Wow. We're still just a little more than 2/3 the way through. There's still a lot of puzzles left. It felt like I was breezing through in the first like 5 or 6 episodes, and it has definitely slowed down. So look forward to more. I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Jelly is Sticky. For now, bye bye.